Well, one of the fun parts about owning a sporting dog is getting to spend time training it in the field too. And spending time watching your dog work is always fun. And another good excuse to spend some time in the outdoors. That's exactly what's happening in this next story with a group of sporting dog trainers.
Last month in Lapeer, a group of folks met up at Todd Craven's farm for an official competition in the Michigan region of the National Shoot to Retrieve Association, an organization designed to get bird dogs and their owners out in the field on a year-round basis to keep their skills fine-tuned and for a little friendly competition. Pat Carlson and the guys were raring to go on this chilly morning.
Going to have a beautiful day today. You're going to be able to see some beautiful dog work. We have 15 braces today. They're all a half hour apiece. And Janie's going to be riding with the judge today. You're going to have a great time.
All right, can't wait to see it.
Be awesome.
These dogs are pretty excited.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. When the dogs are ready to go, you would sit in a blind with your brace mate, with your dog, and the bird planter would go out and plant your birds, and they plant 5 birds. And it's the best of 5. So your dog is released for 30 minutes with the other dog, so you're competing one-on-one with each other. And then the judges, one judge will follow one dog, the other judge will follow the other dog, and then they begin to judge the dog as the obedience begins, if the dog goes on point, what it scores, if you shoot the bird, how the dog retrieves it. If it retrieves it to hand, it's a better score. If he drops it out farther from you, that's not too good of a score.
I was riding along with Judge Rob Vermeesh on this fast-paced event.
What just happened there?
The dog found the bird.
Yeah.
And we look for the quality of the fine. He gets up there and just slams the bird. He's not working into it.
Okay.
Then retrieve, we're looking for a good retrieve coming up back to you. And you just score accordingly.
Keeping track of all the action out here seems like a challenge. Pat explained a little bit about the strategy of this competition.
You'll get to see how the dogs point, retrieve, dogs that are backing each other, a lot of exciting things like that. So as you get points on your retrieve, then as you're going through the field, you want to try to have your dog back another dog. So if you can watch that other dog compete and he goes on point, you can take your dog over that vicinity so you can make your dog back that dog. Now you can't coerce your dog to point that dog, so the dog should back naturally, because that's what you're looking for. And it depends on how the distance is, how well he backs, how high your score is.
As a judge, Rob was doing a great job of getting to the action as it unfolded. From being a judge to a dog trainer to a volunteer, there's a lot of work involved in a National Shoot to Retrieve event, and Pat says everyone just loves it.
Well, it's a year-round sport because all of us love bird dogs and love bird hunting, and this is a way that we can bird hunt year-round. So that's one of the reasons why we do it. Almost all of us are grouse hunters, so you'll see our national event doesn't fall in the middle of grouse season. We don't have any events in grouse season, so all of us rotate around grouse season. But what's nice about our organization is if you wanted to come out and just take a look and see if you like it, you can ride with the judge, and the judge will take you out there and show you, so you get to watch another dog and talk to you about it. And you can just come hang out with us and have lunch with us and just see if you really like it. And then in the amateur, if you just want to put your dog in to see how your dog does, it's scored exactly the same way, but a little more looser. So then this judge can sit there and tell you your dog needs to do this, your dog needs to do that, and kind of help you along, because that's kind of what we do.
Rob and I were following landowner Todd Craven on this first brace of the event. Todd runs a bird dog training facility here at his farm and was competing with a young dog he's training, this short hair named Louie, who's still a little wet behind the ears.
Todd, how do you think it went out there?
Well, it's only his 5th time down. He's got some rough spots, but we're working on him.
Cool.
I think he's heading in the right direction.
All right. What's the biggest challenge about doing something like this? I mean, you're walking pretty fast, keeping up with the dog. Is that it, or
keeping your eye on what's going on in the whole entire field, where birds are being taken, so on and so forth. There's a lot more involved than what you just see, obviously, but it's a lot of fun.
Cool. All right.
B field, second brace, in the blind.
As the next leg of competitors got in place, I caught up with Scott Townsend, the association's first VP on a national level. Scott gave me a quick rundown of what they're all about.
We're nationwide. We've got 30 regions throughout the country, and one in Canada. We hold like around 1,100 weekend trials a year throughout the country, and then we hold 5 national events also. And the idea is you accumulate weekend points to qualify for a national event, and in the national event, you know, they'll take the top. Depending on the criteria for that national, they will take the top 128, or it might be 250 dogs in the country, and they'll run them off.
What makes a good dog? I heard you've got some champions.
A good dog is of course a good nose. You're looking for a big running dog, I guess I would say, generally, depending on the conditions, a bigger running dog. But you also, I mean, bottom line, the dog has to handle, and he has to have clean work. You're looking for a dog to immediately point when he smells a bird, or immediately back when he sees another dog on point. You're looking for a good, clean retrieve that's straight out, pick the bird up, and straight back for the delivery with no putzing around, you know, to score good. I mean, not that you can't compete with a little bit less clean work, but you know, that's what gets you to the next level.
Scott was running his current national champion, Chip, today, and even with a misfire on the gun, Scott dropped a bird and Chip was able to make a quick retrieve and keep on hunting. Scott says there's a simple reason why they all love this stuff.
The competition, the fun of putting your dog up against another opponent, where you run heads up against your brace mate, both as a handler and as a dog.
What a great group of folks and dogs. Today's event ran from sunup to sundown, but I was only able to stay for a few short hours. In that time, I witnessed the reason the National Shoot to Retrieve Association is such a special group. Its members have a passion for their dogs have a passion for hunting, and all of them love every minute of their time here in Michigan's Out of Doors.
Thanks for joining us this week for Michigan Out of Doors. Make sure you catch us online when you get a chance. You can do that a couple of different ways on our website at MichiganOutofDoorsTV.com or on our Facebook page at Michigan Out of Doors TV.
That's right. Lots of good stuff coming over the next few weeks here in Michigan Out of Doors. We're going to kind of wrap up the deer season. We should have a few late season deer hunts that kind of happened over the holidays. We also have some taxidermy coming up, some recipes, lots of stuff. I tell you what, if it has anything to do with the outdoors, you're going to see it right here in Michigan Out of Doors. Thank you so much for joining us this week. And hopefully, if we don't see you in the woods or on the water, we'll see you right back here next week on your PBS station.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by Jay's Sporting Goods with locations in Clare and Gaylord. Jay's, serving the Michigan outdoor enthusiast since 1971 with a wide variety of outdoor products. The gear, the knowledge, the tradition of Jay's on the web at jayssportinggoods.com. By Chappelle, providing sleds, shelters, and accessories for your time on the ice. Chappelle offers a line of pop-ups, flipovers, and the Bay Runner, a mobile cabin with a shelf for electronics and a sliding seat. On the web at chappelle.com. By Propane, exceptional energy. Propane retailers promote the safe use of Michigan-produced gas energy in homes, farms, and businesses across our great state. Learn more at usemichiganpropane.com. By Meyer, a destination for hunting, fishing, and camping. From bug spray and tents to GPS and gas, Meyer has nearly everything you need to take on nature and get you there. Meyer. Closed captioning is brought to you by Propane, exceptional energy. Propane retailers promote the safe use of Michigan-produced gas to outdoor enthusiasts across our great state.
When I wander far away, a dream stays with me night and day. It's the road that leads to my home state. I am a Michigan man. Changing seasons paint the scene like rainbows.